Hi there crafters, Louise here. Thank you so much for checking out this video. It is a 12 by 12 scrapbook layout for Paper Rose Studio. And how cool is this Watercolour and Scribbles patterned paper? I'm going to give you a little flick through. Now you do get 2 sheets of each in the paper pack, and I just adore this. I think it's fantastic. I love the bright colours. I think that there's something for everybody and so many ways to get creative here. So I'm going to choose this pre-made background. This kind of struck me really early on as something that would suit my scrapping, not too busy and leaving a bit of white space, but still sort of mildly embellished with those little pieces to the right and the left. And you know, if you have never watched any of my scrapbook videos, then you won't know I'm a frame lover. I think they're fantastic in backgrounds, and that's what I'm going to go with today. So off camera, I've gone ahead and I've fussy cut those frames. I've mounted my photo on black, and I've cut out that lettering sheet that also came in this paper pack to spell the word golf. And now it's time to build this layout. So initially I was going to kind of work bottom left to top right with these frames, but eventually they just kind of get spread around all over the place, and I'm using them to fill in different locations of that background, cutting the pieces off that aren't going to be seen on the page, and then moving them into different locations. So if you've never tried this, this is super fun, and there are lots of ways that you can achieve this if you're not interested in fussy cutting like I was. You could certainly do this just with doodled frames in your background. You can use different mediums and absolutely just go for gold in terms of creating your own background. You could even do it with just plain old cardstock or patterned paper, but essentially this I think gives a really interesting effect, and you can see that it still kind of highlights that already embellished background paper, but the green theme that I've got going on here with my golf photo is super cool, and I think it looks great. It come out really well. Now off camera I have stuck all those frames down, so I use tacky glue for everything to keep it all adhered and long term keep it safe in my albums. And now I'm mixing it with the Haymate collection to embellish. So the Haymate collection had lots of little stars and circular pieces and some of these words. So this just worked beautifully. The colors were in those same sort of tones. You know, it had that really vibrant orange, which I think worked out fantastic. Now, I didn't want to just keep my title as plain old just golf, so I am going to use my stamps and just add the word pals. So this is my son and his uncle. I do apologize, I had to cover up his face just to keep it off the internet for privacy reasons. So I've just popped a little piece of sticky on top of that, and I'll peel that off later on before it goes into an album. So this was a fun layout. I think it came out really well. It was super easy to put together. I love the bright colors. I love the stars, the subject, the frames. I hope that it's inspired you to create, because it really is fun to put together. And if you're new here or you haven't seen my videos before, I hope that you find something inspirational in my scrapbooking. I would love it if you'd subscribe, but also make sure you check out Paper Rose Studio. They are an Australian company and have fantastic paper packs, embellishments, die cuts, you know, all kinds of goodies. So please do check out Paper Rose Studio online. All right, after I fussy cut these little stars, we're going to call this layout complete. I had so much fun. I thank you for watching. If you enjoyed, leave a comment or a like. It is much appreciated. And as always, I wish you happy scrapping.